and I'm going to share my screen. What happened there? Would help if I had the slides up. Okay, we're there. Okay, 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay, we're ready. Okay, good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you. My name's Duncan Wood. Just so you know, if anybody is new tonight, I am calling you from the UK. I'll just give you a brief background about myself. I started life as a builder, ran my own construction company. That led me quite a few years later, to my first multi-level marketing business. I was mainly involved in telecoms. I had great success with some companies, and like a lot of people, lots of disasters. Multi-level marketing led me to online marketing, and I've been doing that for over 20 odd years. Like I said, I've had fantastic successes, but a lot of those companies that were good aren't around today. So if you're anything like me, if you've experienced and had some bad experiences in the past, please put that over the cliff tonight. Put it in the past, keep an open mind, take some notes, because you're about to hear about a company that I honestly believe is without doubt the best company I've ever seen, the best system I've ever seen. I've been involved in crypto for a good few years now, nearly 6 years, and I've had my money stored in wallets where it doesn't really earn me, well, it doesn't earn me anything unless crypto goes up. So Cloud 2.0 is a place where you can store your crypto. You earn from it each day. You can take it out whenever you want. It is also a currency exchange, but you can earn and spend that money that you're earning. So welcome to Cloud Token. I'm going to take you through the presentation, but before you look at any business, these are 9 rules that my colleague and myself put together. These are points that you need to look at before considering any business. First thing is, have you full visibility of the owners? Do you know who the owners are? Do you have full visibility of the tech team? Often I've been with companies where they don't even have any control over the technical side of their site or their technical aspect of the business because they're dependent on a third-party company. So you need full visibility of the tech team, you need full visibility of the project, what it's offering, what it is, and how it's going to be sold. What does the project have that would create mass adoption? It's no good getting into a business that's going to be around for 1 or 2 years and then gone, or nobody's interested. You need something that the masses want and need, and basically almost guarantees success. If it's an investment in crypto, then you need full visibility of the funds on the blockchain, no selling into what people call a shitcoin, which is basically, you've probably heard in the past of ICOs, where a company launches, provides a white paper, basically telling people what they're intending to do, and they're looking for you to invest in that company before they even put anything in place, really, and often it doesn't even materialize. So you need full visibility of your funds if you're going to invest, and if you decide you want to come out, are you able to take those funds out? And if you're earning money, whether it be commissions or whatever it is, you need full access to be able to remove that money, because there's been lots of companies that people have been involved with where they were earning money and suddenly they decide to take it out, and unfortunately things have gone wrong and they can't access that money. You need a company with a proven track record of everybody currently involved, and you need value-added services and products that either are established or about to generate additional revenue. Somebody, could you mute yourself, please? Whoever it is, just mute yourself while the call is on, if you don't mind. So what you don't want is you would want to be reliant on a company that is a one-trick pony. You want something that's here long term. And if all these 9 points are met, then I'm not saying it's a guarantee that you're going to have success, but it is definitely going to make it more beneficial to succeed, and it's certainly worth dipping your toe in. And I can tell you all these points all fill in correctly with this company. And one of the main things I said is who is behind the company. Well, it's this gentleman, Ronald I. He is the CTO, the main person behind the company. There are 8 other people. If you go to the company website and look for the white paper, you can see a synopsis on each one of those individuals. But this gentleman is the main guy, Ronald I. Who is he? Well, Ronald has been an entrepreneur for over 25 years. In that career, he has developed technologies to do with payment systems, mobile wallets, mobile phones, telecommunication systems, games, blockchain technologies, and has created many patents for those technologies. Just to give you some idea of his background, when he was only 15 years old, when most computers were just gaining popularity, he was invited to write the first version of an antivirus software, and you will probably have heard of this company, DOS, D-O-S. Most people have heard about it. He was the guy that developed it. When he was only 19, he developed an online social networking system that reached over 350,000 members in a very short space of time. And he subsequently sold this out to a Malaysian company. But this is the main thing. Together with his team of tech guys, he built Beta Systems, which is basically 4th generation technology. And just before I talk about that, he also won the World Blockchain Forum in Shenzhen on November the 1st with this technology, Beta Systems, because this is, as the award says, an innovative blockchain project of the year. And just so you understand a little bit about what 4th generation blockchain is, Generation 1 was Bitcoin back in 2009. Bitcoin is a bit like gold. It's a great asset, but Bitcoin is probably unlikely to be used in the real world as a transaction for payment. Because Bitcoin can only actually do 7 transactions per second. So Bitcoin is great for storing an asset, but not for transacting. What happened was Generation 2, which was in Ethereum, was developed, and that speeded it up, but only speeded it up to 11 transactions per second. Then came Generation 3, which was XRP, Ripple, and that increased transaction speed up to 2,000 transactions per second. All these systems are slow. With the more transactions that happen, the more people that use it, the slower the system gets. Ronald decided to change that by thinking out of the box, and he created and developed the Beta system with Ori, the 4th generation technology system that we're using today with this company. And basically, the more people that use the system, the faster the transactions get. I just want to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Visa and MasterCard, everybody knows Visa and MasterCard. It's worldwide. They can only actually transact 6,500 transactions per second. Now, I just want to compare that with this company, Cloud Token. Right now, we can transact 1 for every 1,000 people using the app. That enables us, the company, to transact 22,500 transactions per second. Currently, we have over 1 million members using the system. We're just over 5 months old, so an amazing system that is in place. We have high-level recognized partners. I'll talk more about those. A completely transparent team and offices in Shenzhen. Sorry, not in Shenzhen, in KL. And we also have a real roadmap. Now, every company, especially ICOs, they all have what they call a roadmap, an ecosystem, a timeline, however you want to call it, or whatever you want to call it. The difference is most companies are showing you what they intend to do. Everything I'm showing you here today is actually in place, up and running, or it's being developed and it's about to be launched. So back in May, literally, whoever that is, if you could just mute yourself, please. Back in May, they launched the Jarvis, the trading bot. They launched the, just let me, just bear with me a second. I just need to mute. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so the timeline. We started in May, the official launch, the Jarvis AI was launched, the Cloud Token Wallet 1 was launched, the first wallet, the release of the concept document, the white paper, and then in June, Vroom was launched. Vroom is basically an algorithm, a system that checks and looks out for trades for the Jarvis. And then additional projects to be added is HAL. HAL is another version of the Jarvis, which will come into place when, as an example, the Jarvis is full, which will allow more trading to take place. Then in September, we launched the official office with the Cloud Token News channel. Friday was launched. That's for basically the what they call the whales, the wealthy individuals with accounts of 5 million plus. They were separated from the what I call the standard trading accounts, basically because it has an effect on the trading limits, and we all benefit from those accounts anyway. Cloud 2 app was launched. The KL offices were opened. The company had an opening party. There were over 6,000 people that attended that party. The MasterCard debit card payment solution was launched, and quite a few people have already got those cards, and the rest of the people that are just waiting them to be KYC'd. The global e-commerce partners were announced. Travelocity is one of them. Grab, the taxi company mainly in Asia, which is very similar to Uber in Europe. The data SIM cards were launched. These data SIM cards basically going to turn the mobile industry as we know it on the head. And Rogue was launched for third world countries where anybody with even a small amount, $10, can get started in this system. In December, we've got to, well, we're into massive expansion now. We've got the merchant network coming on board, point of sale machines available, and the growing e-commerce partners are coming on board. So that's our timeline. On the left-hand side, we have the earning side where people can earn money. But on the other side, you need a place where you can cash out that money that you're earning or spend it in the real world. So how does Cloud Token work for you or for us? First of all, you need to deposit your Bitcoin or crypto into the app. Once it's into your super wallet, you then need to select projects and click the Jarvis, agree to the terms and conditions, and from that point, the money that you hold in your wallet is trading for you each day. You can take that money out at any time. So you're basically loaning your crypto to the Jarvis or the Rogue. Trading bots are trading that money with full transparency and 24 access, 7 days a week to your removal of your funds if you choose to take those funds out. and the Jarvis funds are being traded on 32 crypto exchanges. There are actually over 200. Whoever that is, if you could please mute yourself. Thank you. All exchanges that your coins are on are traded on fully insured, are fully insured against hackers breaking into the exchange and taking the coins. Jarvis trades daily with the balances of all the crypto coins loaned to it. Currently, that is in excess of $650 million. It's actually getting close now to $1 billion. And every day, the profit that Jarvis makes goes into the reserve pool. Currently, that is standing at 20 to 60 million plus per day profit that is being made. So this is not paying Peter by robbing Paul. It's not, as an example, somebody coming in, putting their funds into their wallet, and some of those funds are used to pay somebody else. All the funds that are, or all the CTOs that we earn are all generated from trading profit. So this is a long-term sustainable business. You will receive between 6 and 12% monthly. If somebody who has the mic open, if you could please mute yourself, please. Whoever it is, could you mute yourself? Thank you. And we are paid in CTO tokens that are paid to us daily. And the price of those CTO tokens is derived from the amount of funds in the reserve pool multiplied by the number of CTOs in existence. So the price of these CTOs can go down if more CTOs are cashed out than is earned, then it can go down. We've only actually had one small time in August when they went down. Currently the price is at 50.58 cents. That means that every single person who has CTOs in their wallet can cash them out at any time, because the money that is generated is held there until you decide to cash out those CTOs. So just before I go through how you actually earn money, first of all, I need to go through an income disclaimer. You can earn money without recruiting anybody, but there is a massive benefit for referring people. But I need to just go through this. We are not financial advisors. The ideas presented. Can I ask whoever's got their mic open to close your mic, please? Mute your mic. Thank you. I'm going to have to mute this person 1 second. Adedele, everybody can hear you. If you wouldn't mind, please mute yourself when you come on. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so we are not financial advisors. The ideas presented are our experiences on how to profit in business. They're not financial advice. We are not a financial investment company and can make no representations or guarantees of income. We never recommend to outlay more money than you can afford to lose. Not that you are going to lose any, but there is always that chance. Don't rush into anything. Sorry. Do your own research. Myself or my team members are not liable for any damages, expenses, or losses you may suffer from this information. And as with any business, your results may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, business experience, expertise, and level of desire. There are no guarantees concerning the level of success you may experience. Like in any business, everybody's success depends on their dedication, desire, and motivation, like any business. So how does it actually work? Well, as I said, the trading is done by the arbitrage trading. The profit goes into the company reserve pool, and you are rewarded with CTOs. You are rewarded monthly 6 to 12% in CTOs. And as I said, you can benefit from referring others. The great thing is, for every person you personally introduce, and you can introduce as many as you want, you will receive 100% match. What does that actually mean? Well, whatever CTOs those people that you introduced receive each day, you will get the same. So basically, as an example, if you introduce somebody who comes in with, let's say, $1,000 of crypto, that is going to, let's say, an average of 10% a month. That's going to give them $100 a month, and it's also going to give you $100 a month. Now, if those people in turn on your level 2 introduce people, you will also receive a 50% match. Now, the great thing is we also earn down 21 levels. There are actually, you get you earn from each level for each person that you personally introduce. So as an example, if you introduce one person, you earn off level 1, introduce 2, you're now earning off 2 levels, introduce 3 people, 3 levels, and so on. The great thing is you can earn down 21 levels just by introducing 16 people. On levels 3 to 21, we have a 5% match. And the great thing is you can cash out those CTOs. As I said, now we have a MasterCard. This will be issued out to everybody eventually, but they're being trialed at the moment. But you can literally cash out your CTOs in any currency in any country that you abide in. So great system, simple plan. It's a fully automated system trading for you. You are in control. There is a live feed showing the trades. They will actually be switched on very shortly, so we'll be able to see them direct from the head office. So 100% transparency. You can literally draw out your crypto. You literally just swipe left. So as an example, if you've got Bitcoin, just swipe left and you can literally take out your funds anytime. Our trading companies that we use, the exchanges are all, we only use fully insured exchanges, which means that if any of those exchanges were hacked into, your money is safe. So how do you actually benefit? Well, first of all, as I said, you send your crypto to your cloud wallet. You're earning 6 to 12% monthly. You can withdraw or cancel at any time. There's no contract. And I just want to give you an example of, let's say as an example, you started with 20,000 USD of crypto in your wallet. The account grows on average about 10% a month. So that would give you $2,000 a month. Now, if you can't afford, let's say 20,000 USD, halve it, quarter it, you can work it out. I don't care what anybody says. If you did have that kind of money and you put it into a bank, it would take you, if the bank were paying you 2% a year, it would take you 10 years to get 2,000 a month from that amount of money. We know they're not even paying 2% now, so it would actually take you about 20 years to get $2,000. So fantastic return. It's paid daily, so you'd be receiving $67 a day, received, as I said, in CTOs, which you can cash out at any time. That's actually at the old price of 45 cents, so it's more than that now. So how is the price determined? Well, it's determined by tokenomics, token and economics. The price of the CTO is based on a very simple formula. Through the Jarvis, through the AI trading, Jarvis is trading our crypto assets on the exchanges every day and rewarding the members with CTOs. The current CTO price is determined by the number of CTOs in circulation versus the asset of earnings, the amount of earnings created by the Jarvis in the reserve pool. The number of CTOs in circulation and how many members withdraw CTOs, that is the bit that where it depends on how many people withdraw CTOs or cash in. That can lower the price of the CTOs, but we've actually only had one month, August, where we had a drop in the price. And even if they did drop, they would never drop below the start-off price, which was 30 cents. Also affecting the price of the CTO will be the travel program, the CTO MasterCards, the VIP program, all the profits from those go into the pool. So the profits from the travel, the MasterCard and the VIP program will be added to the reserve pool, which again causes the price of the CTO to go up. So it's not just dependent, and this whole system is not just dependent on trading. The great thing is there are qualifications for people that want to get really serious and really change your life. There are levels from C1 to C5. We already have one individual that's got to C5. Remember, this is not even 6 months old yet. I actually achieved C1. It took me 3 months. To get to C1, all you need to do is to have at least 200,000 team volume. And if you have that, you now get an extra 5% in addition to the existing 5%. So you're now on 10%. And I can tell you that 10%, it might be the smallest percentage, but it is actually the biggest percentage. I can tell you that is a substantial income. Just want to give you some idea. To get from C1 to C2, all you need to do is help 3 other people get to C1 like you did. And the same if you want to move from C2 to C3, just help 3 other people get to the same position. And that's how you would achieve those different levels. Each time you achieve the next level, there's an extra 5% in addition to what you're already on. So, you know, it's quite a substantial income. I just give you some idea of what kind of incomes we're talking about. C1 will be on at least about $200 a day, actually 200 to about 600 a day. My sponsor, who is a C2, he's on approximately 2,000 to 5,000 a day. C3s, approximately 10 to 20,000 a day. Luigi, the guy that was on the call, he's our upline for most of us. He's taking out at least $10,000 a day, every day. We have C4s, they're on 50,000 a day, and one C5 earning over 100,000 a day. Well worth spending, 6 months, 12 months hard work. I don't know about you, but I've never seen any business in the years I've been in network marketing and online with people receiving the kind of incomes you hear in this company. Now, how has Cloud Token performed? Well, as I said, it started on May the 12th. The price at launch was 30 cents. The price will never drop below that 30 cents. And we only had one drop in August. It was only a small drop. And currently in October, yesterday, I haven't even looked today, the price is 50.58 cents. What happens if that price grew to $5, $10? Amazing. So I just want to give you an hypothetical accumulation. Let's say you accumulate some CTOs over the next 12 months. You could be cashing some in, but just keeping a stock of CTOs. Let's say, as an example, you built it up to 25,000 CTOs. I can tell you that is very achievable. I can't even remember the figure now. It's unbelievable what's happening. But 25,000 in 12 months is quite achievable for even somebody on a very part-time basis. Let's say they, as I said, they launched at 30 cents, but let's say they grew to $10. That's 30 times percentage growth. That would give you, with 25,000 CTOs, that'd be worth $250,000. Now, if it did go to even higher, $20, that would be $500,000. This is life-changing incomes. And remember here, you haven't outlaid anything, you haven't bought anything. All you've done is you have deposited some funds into your wallet. You can take that money out at any time. You can cash in your CTOs at any time. Brilliant system. How do you manage the risk? Well, we have a CTO super wallet. We actually have what they call private keys for Ethereum, and very shortly we will also have private keys for the other cryptos as well. The great thing is we have you can withdraw or cash those CTOs into any crypto that you want onto a wallet that you want, or you can very soon cash them in onto a debit card. And the next stage of the exchange is the fact that we'll be able to exchange any crypto into fiat money, which is pounds, sterling, or any other currency that you might have. So long-term objective is to integrate RI technology fully into the cloud token ecosystem, to establish larger membership. We're currently, as I said, over 1 million members. I know Ronald wants this company to be bigger than PayPal and WePay put together, so we need hundreds of millions of members. Just to give you some idea, we had over 800,000 downloads literally 90 days after the official launch. As I said, now over 1 million. And fourth generation technology timeline on the cloud token wallet and everything else that's coming out. So currently, well, just to give you an idea of what is available and why this is different than anything else out there. There's no packages to buy. In fact, you're not buying anything. You're not sending your money to anybody or any company. You are literally just holding funds in your wallet. There's no membership fees. There's no cost whatsoever other than small transaction fees when you withdraw and cash out. There's no monthly auto ship. There's no contract. You can withdraw any time. You earn passively every day without sharing or introducing anybody. This is one of the key points I strongly believe in. I will actually not look at any business unless somebody can make money without recruiting. And the only reason I stick to that is because I have noticed one thing. When people make money without recruiting, do you know what happens psychologically? They just go out and they go and tell other people without trying to sell anything to somebody, without trying to convince people about something. They automatically go, as most human beings do, they want to share something that's good with everybody that they meet. So Cloud Token generates revenue from arbitrage trading, and the system I told you about, tokenomics, drives that CTO price up. And so not only do we earn from the arbitrage, but we can also earn more money from the price of the CTOs going up in value. But also we benefit as well if you've got, as an example, Bitcoin held in your wallet and the price of Bitcoin goes up. It's a three-way benefit of return. So all these systems I'm showing you now were all launched at the celebration on October the 5th. So these are all up and running as we speak. The POS system, point of sale program, is now operating. Travel program, we only have at the moment the hotels, but there's airlines coming on board. We have other projects which are now fully running. Rogue is up and running. Friday is up and running. The prepaid card I think there's about 500 being issued so far. And now the SIM card is being released and there's more to come. So that's the presentation. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to stop sharing now and come back to you guys. And great to see so many people. I can't believe how many people come on after we start. Great to see you all. Let me just put my camera on. If anybody does have any questions, please, you are welcome to either type your question into the chat on the bottom right, or unmute yourself. Just before we do have the questions, I'm just going to read out the latest updates just so that you're all aware. They are posted on the Facebook groups, but just in case anybody has not seen them today, I'm just going to read them out to you. First of all, another version of Jarvis is being worked on, so this will be Jarvis 2.0. It will offer even less risk for participants on the current one. Number two, before conversions and withdrawals were being done by the same local silver nodes. Now the company is going to be allocating different nodes for different withdrawals and conversions, so that these requests can be processed a lot faster. Conversions soon will be done through an external platform on a peer-to-peer exchange. Members will also be able to buy and sell CTO tokens there. The exchange is not centralized. It's not a centralized exchange like Binance, Coinbase, etc. So that is a good thing. Nevertheless, Cloud will need its CEZA license to implement it, which is in a note in section 4. Cloud 2.0 will receive SCEZA license by the end of this month, allowing them to also deal in fiat currencies. I understand that as being a banking license. The company has around 400 million in assets under management, AUM, 182 million in Binance across 3 accounts, and the rest are in other exchanges. Ronald has a meeting with a supplier for airline booking flights today. If the agreement is reached, we should have the possibility of also booking flights with our CTO from inside the app in the next one or 2 weeks at the most. Cloud Redeem, specifically working with Grab, should be fully enabled inside this app this week, which is great. Cloud prepaid debit cards are expected to be fully active by the end of the month. So far, 7,200 cards have been distributed to Cloud members, and another 2,800 cards are to be delivered. There will be a section inside the app where we members will be able to see how many requests have been processed, as well as inform members on the numbers of pending conversions and withdrawals. So lots of news, lots of information to take in. I would recommend to keep yourself up to date with what's going on. Get yourself and your team all registered on the Facebook groups. If you're not already connected with Ronald on his Facebook group, I can tell you he posts out regularly, sometimes 4 or 5 times a day. So keep in contact with what's going on. Any questions anybody has? If you want to unmute yourself, now is the time. Let me just have a look at the chat. Which Facebook groups are you getting notifications from? There's quite a few, but the main one is, just bear with me a second, I have to remind myself the names. There's quite a few. I'll tell you what I will do. Is there somebody on, Nina, are you on, or Mel, could you just take a copy of the link to put it in the chat room, if you don't mind? Nina, are you there? Would you mind doing that? Or Mel, if you don't mind. But there are quite a few Facebook groups. My advice is get yourself on as many as possible. There is one Facebook group where anybody is allowed on, but the other Facebook, some of them are for paid members only. So just make sure that your team is all connected with what's going on, because there is a lot going on. If anybody does want to unmute themselves, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and fire away. Otherwise, I will wrap up for the night.
Quick question, Duncan.
Yep, fire away. Who's that? Hi, James.
Yeah, hi. For the benefit of others as well. There was talk about there being live cameras on, I don't know if it's like a screen chat or live cameras on that arbitrage trading. Do you know anything about that, when it's coming?
Yes, I do. From what I can gather, I think they need a license, which they're still waiting for before they can live stream it.
Oh, right, okay.
From what I can understand. But I'll find out the answer. Okay. But I know Ronald did post a post the other day of the trades that were going on that day. So keep an eye on his post, because he does kind of communicate. But
because obviously that would be great for when you're sort of showing people, you know, saying, well, look, you know, because I've had people round and I'll say, well, this is what I'm doing, you know, and when you show someone one-on-one, you know, that's going to be an asset, you know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know whether anybody remembers, but we used to be able to see the trades on the app. But I think there's always technical reasons why they took it off. But as he said, I think what they're going to do is they're going to have a channel where you can literally log in and you can see the live trades 24 hours, 7 days a week.
I mentioned to Luigi and Ronald about, you know, a few more live trades with videos would be quite nice.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. Cheers.
No problem. Thanks, James. Anybody else? Any questions? Especially new people, if you have anything that's on your mind, it could be that one question that you didn't get answered that could often create doubt in your mind. So now is the time to, oh, there we are. Mel has put Ronald's Facebook page. Thanks, Mel, for doing that on there. And also, if you could just put Mel a couple of the Facebook groups that people need to get registered onto, I'd be really grateful. Okay.
Hi, Mike. I've just got a quick question for you, if that's okay.
Yeah, fire away.
Yes, I've only just joined. Obviously, to put the money into Cloud Token, I have to go through Coinbase.
You can go through any exchange you want. Doesn't matter really. Wherever you can buy crypto at the best price. Once you have bought it, you literally just transfer it to your wallet address on your app.
Right. Okay. Right.
There are videos on every step of the way, and I would recommend before anybody, especially if you're new, before you set up the app or before you try to do anything, just watch those. They're only short videos. It's well worth it because it saves you, you know, messing up or especially taking note of the security things that you have to have a copy of. So
yes, I have managed to get some money onto the token already anyway, with the help of the person who introduced me. So
great.
So that's okay. I just wondered if there was an easier way than going through, you know,
no, I mean, it's like anything. Most people, the first time they buy crypto is probably the most difficult time. But once you've done it, generally, what you've got to remember in this system, you're actually earning crypto. I mean, you can cash out those CTOs and you can actually cash them into, well, right now it's Ethereum, but very soon you'll be able to exchange them into Bitcoin or any other crypto. So you can actually build up even more crypto from the initial outlay that you start with.
Okay,
I'm just going to put everybody on mute because there's people with mics open that are, it's not pleasant for everybody else listening. So if you do want to unmute yourself, please just unmute yourself. But if you do have noise in the background, it's just helpful if you don't unmute yourself, especially because everybody else can hear what's going on in the background. Anybody else have a question they would like to ask before we wrap up for the night?
Hi Duncan, it's Nina.
Hello Nina.
Hiya, I just wanted to say that me being new to Bitcoin, I had no idea when I joined. I'm learning, I know a little bit more, but what I do every day is go into the, in my browser, I just put in Bitcoin. Yes. And if you just scroll down a couple of slides, you'll see a graph that shows you what Bitcoin is doing. And I find that quite interesting because you can see what it's doing every day. It goes up and down a little bit. At the moment, we're sort of leveling out.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for the surge. They say it's going to be a bull run or something in a minute. So I'm waiting for that. So that'll be good fun. So I find that quite interesting. It just guides me along to see, you know, keeps me in the know. So if people want to do that, just put in Bitcoin in the browser and just scroll down, you'll see a graph. And then convert it to dollars, you can see what we're doing.
One of the best places, Nina, for that is if you go to themarketcap.com, themarketcap.com.
Okay.
So every crypto on the exchanges.
Oh.
And it will give you from Bitcoin all the way down, something like 3,000 cryptos.
Oh gosh.
And you can then, if you click on the Bitcoin, you can then get a graph. You can see what it's like over the last 7 days, 1 month, 1 year. And you can see it. So it's called themarketcap.com. Okay.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the main one, by the way. That's the main.
Yeah.
one.
because I've only got Bitcoin, I'm not experienced enough in anything else. I just watch Bitcoin, but YouTube and all those sorts of videos, very interesting to see what's coming up, or see what might happen, or see what people's idea is, what's going to happen, you know. So
the marketcap.com seems to be sort of the main one with all the traders and everything to keep your eye. It's basically keeping your eye on sort of all in one place. You know, that's the sort of main one that most people use, I would say.
Okay, all right, James. Yeah, cheers.
Thanks for that, James. And Judy has very kindly put the link for coinmarket.com on the chat there. So if anybody's looking for that, are you aware of Bitcoin futures on the US stock market? Yes, I am. And yes, Gary, you're absolutely right. Bitcoin in May 2020, which is not far away, is halving. And anybody knows about halving, it's likely, I'm not guaranteeing this, but it's likely to explode beyond probably any level we've ever seen in Bitcoin. Halving is basically to allow the masses to take advantage of it. So yes. Okay, guys, unless there's any more questions, I'm going to wish you a good night. Just so you know, the next call that I do, or Tim and I will do, will be on Sunday. That is at 10 p.m. at night. Just so you know, we do 2 calls at 10 p.m., one on a Sunday, one on a Wednesday, and Thursday night is 8 p.m. UK time. They're all UK times. I will message my team, and if you do want a recording of either tonight's call or, as an example, it was a very good call last night. If anybody, I know there's a lot of people on this call that were on that call last night. It was one of the best calls I think we've had for a long time. There's lots of updates there from Luigi. So thanks very much, everybody, for attending tonight. Go and tell the world about Cloud Token, because I don't think you're ever likely to see anything as good as this for a long, long time. Somebody once said to me, a very successful businessman, when somebody offers you an opportunity, make sure you look at it properly before you say no. And I can tell you that person that told me that has made millions. So when you are speaking to somebody, just ask them to keep an open mind, take a proper look, and taking a look is not going into Google and typing, is Cloud Token a scam? And some people say that's their research done. To me, research is checking everything out, understanding it, getting your questions answered, go and find out about the owners, go and look at the white paper, go and look at everything, understand it, and then make a decision whether it's for you or not. So thanks very much, everybody. I wish you a good night. I'm going to have my tea now, so I'm late eating tonight. So thanks, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you on
Thanks,
Sunday.
Duncan. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Duncan.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Duncan.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Duncan.
Thank
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, Duncan. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Duncan.
Thanks.